Alright, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good evening so far. So... okay, so it's been like, what, 9 days since I last played this. So, what's my ammo situation here? Alright, what about my machine gun here? Dude, this is the most annoying thing in the game, the way they made this, because it's like fucking...
Not of magazines.
Okay, so I don't have any ammo for that, I just have ammo for the pistol. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need this anymore. Ooh, okay. That's a pretty good amount of ammo there. Ooh, and we got, yep, nice. Yeah, we need more frickin' ammo after. Stonehenge? Oh, check if you collected all postcards. Okay. No. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. I didn't even know collecting postcards was a thing until just now. Okay, well that's probably not a good sign.
I'm in Polyanka, but it was destroyed. This has to be another hallucination.
Okay. Well, as long as... Nothing.
In this case, those who survived are either a mere statistical mistake overlooked by the creator or were left alive to contemplate the demise of their guide, because without an external observer, the punishment takes no pedagogical end.
But if you
Wait a
compare the
sec.
current apocalypse to the delusion, then we should be compared to Noah and Metro to the Ark. In which case, the purpose of our survival is exactly to survive in order to repopulate the wasteland once it will be found fit for repopulation. In this case, the suffering that the mankind endures in the Metro is not the goal of the Creator destroyer, but a mere byproduct of the conditions. That's what you get for invoking rationalism to an underfed empiricist.
Stop referring yourself as an empiricist. It's inaccurate and frankly,
We are not alone.
everyone's alone, you old.
Serdar Iskanderov.
And you still think we picked enough mushrooms?
Sergei Andreevich? Evgeny Dmitrich? How? No, you can't be real.
Oh no, not this existential nonsense. Go back from where you came.
Polyanka was unlivable after the attack. All that remained was a graveyard.
Delightful to see you here well, my friend. Sorry for asking, Doctor, but are you all right?
Serdar, excuse me. I am truly concerned as well.
But my meal has been needlessly delayed. Apologies, Doctor, for avoiding the further drama. Can you fetch me the mushrooms from those shells? My friend, tell us, what is this cloud that is so clearly hanging over you?
My wife, she's ill. She had a situation that her son died and could never bring herself to accept it.
Life is overrated, my friend.
And now she's gotten into the hands of some cavemen. They use a pictogram worm for a symbol.
Those children of the Great Worm. It's a cult, a kind of...
Do you know anything about them?
Not as much as I would like.
And what about the place called Hell's Mouth? Ever heard of it?
No, but it sounds cheery.
I don't know where it is.
Serdar, over by the stack of the chairs in that corner. Drop them in the box here. That will be fine. Ah, yes. I can already feel the life flowing back into me. My esteemed counterpart. The kettle, please.
Oh, do you think those the one that is on those shelves? I'd help, but I'm so behind with my meal. Curse your villainy. Serdar, quick, I implore you. There's another kettle over there by the cabinet somewhere. Fetch it here. It's got little flowers on it. You can't miss it.
So, you've lost your way, but I think everything runs deeper than asking direction of two friends that you are not sure exist.
I've experienced things. The only explanation that doesn't sound completely irrational is that I've gone literally insane.
Every great discovery begins with defy from explanation. The lack of understanding doesn't mean the lack of sanity.
Serdar, check over by the shelf in the back corner over there.
Dude, I have it right here.
Now hang that kettle right here over the fire so that it will give life. Ah, at last. Vitamins, minerals.
Serdar, what about your past?
What do you mean?
The past. Was it ever a time when you had such a disconcerting visions?
I wouldn't remember.
Absolutely not. I don't care if it's my turn. Serdar can go.
What's happening?
Despite your handiworks, the business with mutants on this station is sadly
The
unresolved.
Nosales? They came back?
Yes. And had you blown up the station properly the first time, maybe we could enjoy a mutant-free meal once in a while.
You know, you are our guest, but should you entertain our last requests? The beasts you was fighting last are still here at the south entrance of this station.
Shouldn't you find cover?
You handle those beasts, and I handle this one. The gate is just over here.
Hey, you wanted to talk. It's not going to get any easier if the mutants come in here.
Trust me, you'd rather be out there with them than in here with...
Out of shells. I'm out of shells.
I don't know, this gun is confusing. Ho 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 ho, wow, okay. Well, probably means there's gonna be a ton of... Nope. Bro, this thing is so annoying. Okay. Hold on, let me check. Okay.
Remember, this entire section collapsed after I detonated the charges at the gates. Is this on some coping mechanism? But then why not Academicis guy? Why imagine myself in my old station? I'm carrying your bags. Medkit is full. My medkit is full.
Oh, okay. Oh.
grenades.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Alright, hold on.
You wait long enough already. Any day. Coming. Hey, I've got places to be. Come on, man. Let's go. Haven't you made me wait long enough already? Any day now. You coming? Hey, I've got places to be here.
Okay.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Tommy?
Don't play dumb. I know you've been avoiding me. Admit it. You couldn't dig up my dad's book after all.
Oh. Okay, he's a freaking ghost. Oh, and now they won't let me back in. Okay.
Your father's novel. I discovered it digging through a stack one of the stalkers dragged through here.
You found it? Is it in your quarters? Let's go! Holy shit. I can't believe you actually tracked it down. That sucker wasn't even in print when I was born.
What was it called again?
The report. Some secret agent shit. Lots of smoking and screwing British spies for internet stuff. My mother used to call it the other woman. After he died, of course. He got too pissed if she said it to his face.
They tried to evacuate the women and children through here, but the mutants were already waiting. So then where are the bodies? Or any signs of struggle?
Look, I know I can be a dick sometimes, but you know, not everybody would give a crap about hunting down some stupid childhood bullshit. I appreciate it, Kyle. You're okay.
Can't carry any more vials.
pick the damn thing up. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, whatever. I guess for some reason it won't let me pick that up. I don't know why. Bro, why the fuck does it do this? Come on, dude. Yeah, I can fucking see that.
Tamil?
Don't play down. I know you've been avoiding me. Admit it. You couldn't dig up my dad's book after all.
Is he supposed to be talking?
Your father's novel. I discovered it digging through a stack one of the stalkers dragged through here.
You found it? Is it in your quarters? Let's go! actually tracked it down. That sucker wasn't even in print when I was born.
What was it called again?
The report. Some secret agent shit. Lots of smoking and screwing British spies for internet stuff. My mother used to call it the other woman. After he died, of course. He got too pissed if she said it to his face.
They tried to evacuate the women and children through here, but the mutants were already waiting. So then where are the bodies? Or any signs of struggle?
Look, I know I can be a dick sometimes, but not everybody would give a crap about hunting down some stupid childhood bullshit. I appreciate it, Conrad. You're okay.
Yeah, let's see. Now there's 2 bullets on there, but it still won't let me pick it up for some fucking reason. Alright, whatever.
This is your bunk, right? Christ. No wonder you avoided me. You're hoarding the entire public library. You found it?
I believe this is what you're looking for.
He wrote this when he was my age, Never thought I'd see one again. Not after the evacuation. The very last piece of him. I owe you one, Khan. Thanks.
Sounded like Tamir had been waiting a long, long time for that book. Is that what kept him here?
You saw him too then. But how in hell is any of this possible?
You said this, not me. Everything is possible in hell.
I had a friend who said that the last war has turned the world inside out, and the hell is on the surface now. All Tamir wanted was that book. Is that why he never moved on?
You're surprised that the dead are as screwed up as everyone else.
Tamir was right. I was avoiding him. 3 days before the station was attacked, I knew. I was lying here in my bunk and I saw them all die.
Premonition?
I thought I had dozed off. Had a dream. Then after it happened, why didn't I tell them?
Why didn't you?
Warning them would have been ridiculous. They have already made sufficient fun of me, calling me Khan and asking how's past life and all of this. I guess I didn't want to feel like an idiot, and I ended up being responsible for their deaths. Whereas, should have I accepted that? All of that, all of what Yana believed in, Premonitions, misgivings, me being a reincarnation of Genghis Khan.
Ah, yes, yes. Evgeny mentioned that. He's very interested in what our Mongolian friend has to do with all of this. Why don't you run back to him and keep him up to speed? Meanwhile, I will peruse some of your reading materials and see if anything catches my eye.
Ah, here you are. Did you see any ghosts?
It's either this or schizophrenia. Both are possible. As a doctor, I prefer ghosts.
As a philosopher, I am totally with you. One more thing I am curious about. How is your past life?
Right, that joke. I've been missing it.
Refresh my memory. How did you came to suspect that you was Khan in your past life?
Yana. She persuaded me to try hypnotic regression.
Right. Now important, what did you see when you were on?
I couldn't recall anything when I awoke. Yana and the doctor said I spoke of some... Wait.
Yes.
She said I described a ceremony, and I've dreamt of one recently. Khan was there. I mean, the other one, Genghis Khan.
How did he look like?
Repulsive, frightening.
Now you tell me about the ceremony.
Was there maybe a woman involved in this ceremony?
How in hell do you know this?
From the good doctor's quarters, and I quote, "While often claiming fate had chosen him, many believe it was the abduction of his bride that most shaped the future the conqueror Khan would become."
You mean the Genghis Khan wife was kidnapped?
Didn't I just say that? His bride Porta was abducted, and in order to free her, Genghis Khan, then known by his birth name, Temujin, fought and won his first
It
battle.
was Yana in my dream. I might have read this book and forgotten about it. Frankly, gentlemen, perceiving this as a nightmare would make much more sense than trying to accept all of these ghosts and reincarnations and...
But maybe accepting it is exactly what you're here for. You have found this station, haven't you? Don't you think there's a purpose in that?
My purpose is to find my wife. And I don't see how this gets me any closer to it.
Okay. None of this exists. Fine, neither of us, nothing. Although I personally feel offended and slightly awkward about non-existing and yet casually chatting. Let's adopt your perspective. Maybe you need a closer contact with your subconscious that has the solution already, but you're too blind to see it.
Ah, clever. The Mongolian tried to tell him something once. Perhaps the second time is a charm.
You want to hypnotize me?
I'd rather see it as a summoning, but feel free to take it as hypnosis. Stand right here for me, in front of the fire. Would you?
All right. What have I got to lose anyway?
Here, drink.
Whether or not we like where it leads us, we reject our destinies at our own peril. Your mind prevented you from seeing something back then. I think it's time to find out what that was. Now, stare into the flame. Think of this fire as a beacon. It beckons you, its warmth, its energy. The fire will expand until it consumes us all. And in its light, that which is hidden shall be revealed. Now, focus your mind on your wife, Carl, and step into the void.
reminds me of that dream. Of that dream I saw 3 nights before Polyanka fell. It also was confusing. Past intertwined with the present, imaginary with reality. And then there was the future in it. A hazy, horrible future that came true 3 days later.
Then that doesn't suggest a memory at all.
It's almost like an amalgamation of experience.
You just said that hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened.
Okay, this is weird. Okay.
Genghis Khan, you have returned to repeat your great deeds. We believe in different gods, but in the same truths. Oh, great Khan, you have shed blood before to establish order and peace. And now we have to shed blood for eternal peace to prevail. You might believe that this is your eternal bride, but must love stand in the way for eternal peace? She must die so others can live. This is her fate. Don't stand in its way.
Petya, where'd you go? Here, Mama! Are you coming?
The boys go. Gentlemen. Sergei. Evgeny. Into the desert alone, then. What does that priest from my dreams want with Yana? Katya?
Anyone out here?
The boy followed her voice. If only I could tell what parts of these maddening visions are real or invented.
Mama, where are you?
I can't, can I? And yet I also clearly do not have the luxury of ignoring what my senses are showing me. So where does that leave us?
Hello? How about over here?
Petya. All right, Petya. You seem to know where she is. Lead on. Ghost boy or magic dragon, this may not be my area of expertise, but one does not get to deny the planets exist because they've never built a rocket.
Okay, need to check battery, so hold on a sec.
God, what a fool I am. Universe may be many things, but a liar it is not.
Okay, now I don't know where he went.
It's with your own knife that I am sacrificing this land. I am shedding her blood for a different god. But for our common truth,
パレット。注意事項だよ。9、空色空歌空の音。
Alright, we're back. Alright. Actually, hold on. Okay, we'll do that. All right, so
続きからだよ。ロードするよ。ロードしたよ。
oh yeah, so I left off in the middle of this kind of weird deal. Yeah, so last time I streamed this, Kakaru was asking Sophie some more about what his power could possibly be that he still hasn't discovered, and if he was sure that he even really actually even has a artifact. And then he got a visit from his teacher, and with his teacher was Haruka. His teacher spoke first. She let's see, what was she? Oh yeah, I guess. Well, wait, what was she? Oh, I think she was visiting because she talked to Kakaru's mother, and his mother wanted her to check on him. So she came by. Of course, she saw that Kakaru's arm and leg were still petrified. So he had to explain kind of the whole spiel about what's been going on. And let's see. Okay, I think she agreed to continue keeping it a secret from his mother, like that his leg and arm are petrified. And she left, but Haruka remained behind, so he is still with Haruka. And now I'm alone with Senpai. What do I do? I wasn't expecting this. I solemnly swear sex is the last thing on my mind right now. I'm not hoping for any kind of romantic development. Nope, Nope, nope. The two of us fidget around silently, though probably for different reasons. But eventually the silence becomes too much for me to bear. I've got to say something.
今日はもしかしてお見舞いに来てくれたんですか?
She glances at me for a second, then looks away. I know her well enough by now to understand that she's not ignoring me, but rather desperately thinking of how to reply. She's alone with a guy. It's got to be traumatic for her. There's no telling when she might swap over to her other personality.
空はまだしばらく帰ってこないんです。もし空に用事があるなら明日にしてもらった方がいいかもしれません。
She finally manages to speak, but all that comes out is faint stammering. Embarrassed, she blushes and shrinks back. Rather than rush her, I sit back and wait for her to feel comfortable speaking.
Seki 石化のことですよね。ちょっと前まで肘の上まで石になってたんです。徐々に治ってきました。心配してくれてありがとうございます。ごめんなさい。私がゴーストさんに息合わせてしまったものなので、もし私がリグベータに入ってなかったらこんなことにごめんなさい。いえ、いずれこうなっていましたよ。俺たちはゴーストを追っていたわけですし。先輩かばってくれましたよ、あの夜。おかげで助かりました。ありがとうございました。それはもう一人の私が帰ります。あ、はい。今日はありがとうございました。
Kosuka-senpai looks down and gets to her feet. She turns around halfway, then stops as if she remembered something. I wait as she fidgets for a moment before silently pulling a small box out of her bag. Are those cookies? ちゃんとしたもの買いたかったんですけど、コンビニのお菓子でごめんなさい。ありがとうございます。いただきます。She bows to me, and she turns around and scurries toward the entrance. I follow after to see her off. ありがとうございました。
邪魔しました。
Senpai puts on her shoes, bows to me again, and leaves my apartment. She never did swap personalities. I guess that means she's gotten a little more comfortable with me. She even bought me cookies. Man, what's going on? First Kujo, then Kosaka senpai. And I guess Yuki was here too, technically. In the past 2 days, I've had 3 different girls come to my place. I know now's not the time to have my head in the clouds, but I can't help feeling a little happy. I guess in the end, I'm still a teenager. I head back to the living room. Thank God Sora wasn't here for this. She'd never let me hear the end of it. I sit down on the floor and open the box of cookies. I never expected I would wind up spilling the beans to Miss Naruse, but the important thing now is, how will that choice affect future events? I hope it influences them in a good way. I munch on a cookie as I mull over my day. About an hour has passed since Miss Naruse and Senpai left. I hear the door open and someone walks in. I don't hear an "I'm home," but it's gotta be Sora. I stay where I am and wait for her to come into the living room. But she doesn't show up. Is it not Sora? Now I'm getting worried. I silently get to my feet and limp forward as stealthily as I can. I slowly pull open the living room door. Sora's standing right there. I almost ran right into her. She seems surprised too, and she stares at me, rooted in place.
タイミング悪かったな。おかえり。
ただいま。
Sora brushes by me and drops her bag onto my bed. I go back to my spot and sit down.
荷物少ないな。
え？
着替えは？
ああ、やっぱいいかなって。
何かあったか？
なんで？
妙におどおどっていうか、そわそわっていうか。
ご飯買ってくるつもりだったけど忘れちゃった。
なんだそんなことか。
着替えたら買ってくる。
いいよ、デリバリー頼もう。いつも買いに行ってもらうの悪いしな。
別にそんな大変でもないけど。
いいからちょっと待ってろ。
I wake up my laptop and open a delivery website.
好きなの選べ。
いいの？
どうぞ。
じゃあ。
Sora sits down next to me and pores over the options. She slowly scrolls the mouse wheel, perusing the restaurant list. Once she reaches the bottom, she scrolls back up instead of going to the next page.
Pizza ってあり？
あり。 好きなのどうぞ。
本当にいいの？私の好きなので。
いいよ。注文済ませちゃってくれ。
うん。
Sora clicks the link for a delivery pizza place and happily goes through the menu. Pizza, huh? We're seriously splurging here. Fortunately, our parents don't mind that the two of us are always eating out or ordering delivery. I grumble a lot about how they're too nice to Sora, but when all's said and done, I pamper her a lot too.
M サイズ2枚3枚
そんなに食えないだろ。
ニーニの明日のお昼にできるなーって思って。
2枚でも余るんじゃないか。サイドメニュー頼んだら。
そっか、サイドか。ポテトとフライドチキンとあとシーザーサラダ。飲み物はいらない？
せっかくだし、コーラ。
じゃあ私も。デザートはい
らない。
ほいほい。
Sora advances to the payment screen and fills out all the necessary information. She's actually memorized my address. That's kind of impressive.
できた。
ご苦労。
お金準備しといて。ご飯用の財布私のカバンに入ってる。
へいへい。
I pull Sora's bag over to me and fish around in it for her wallet. Meanwhile, Sora starts changing right in front of me. Even though she's the one changing in plain sight, she's probably gonna give me some bullshit about it, like, don't peek. Since I don't want to have to deal with that, I take her bag and get to my feet.
どこ行くの？
着替え終わるまで台所にいる。
いいよ別に。
俺が良くない。
いいってば、気にしないから。
だから俺が。
いてよ。
Her expression grows serious. There's a hint of desperation in her voice. Surprised, I turned around. Sora is staring at me intently.
別に見なくていいからさ。いてよ。そばに。
わかったよ。
ありがとう。
I go back to my seat and turn away from Sora. The sound of rustling clothes. I don't know why, but it leaves me anxious. Sora's been trying to pretend nothing happened, but now I'm sure that's not true. If she's not telling me, either it's something I can't do about anything about, or she doesn't want to burden me while I'm injured. She's more considerate than she looks, so chances are it's the latter. I could force her to spit it out, but... Damn it. Normally I'd just ask her what's wrong, but thanks to Sophie's lecture from earlier, I can't help but overanalyze every single decision I have to make. What's the right thing to do here?
お兄ちゃん。
Sora's slender arms wrap around me. She presses her weight up against me, warm and fragile.
なんだ？どうした？空。
好き。
It's so out of left field that for a moment my mind goes blank. This isn't the time to hesitate.
お前マジでどうした？何があった？
聞いてくれる？
ああ、聞くよ。何でも言え。兄ちゃんが解決してやる。
ありがとう。あのね。
ああ。
ニーニのドラファンタクティクスのデータ上書きしちゃった。
あ？
ニーニが何百時間もかけてステータスマックスにしたデータ消しちゃったの。あの最強の軍団はもういないの。私の雑魚軍団に消し去られちゃったの。ニーニ、私は待ってるよ。今さら怒るものか。俺はお前を許すって言葉を。
ちょっと離れて。
やだ。
離れてくれる？
嫌です。
離れろ。
やだ、叩くもん。
叩かない。
ほんと？
殴る。
やだ、ごめんなさい、許して。
なんでさ、お前はさ、そういうことするかな？つうか、お前あの手のゲームやんねえだろ。わざとだろ。
わざとじゃないです。ちょっとレトロなゲームやってみたかったんです。事故なんです。
事故って、お前さ、ほんとさ、俺の大事なものがどんどん失われていく。
もうやんないでしょ。セーブデータ3年前だったよ。
だけど、そうだけど、お前が言うな。それをお前が言うな。
ニータの大好き、許して。
うわ、ぶっ飛ばして張り倒して。
ごめんってば、本当に悪いと思ってるの。ごめんなさい。
おい、やめろ。締めるな、俺の首を。
The fuck?
ごめんなさい。
わかったって
許してくれる？
許しはしないけれども。
許して。
Bro. Sora clings to me, sobbing out big old crocodile tears. I understand, of course. This is all just an act. She knows that I know there's something wrong, so she's trying to distract me, making stuff up so I don't worry about her. Should I push her? Should I tell her she doesn't have to pretend to be cheerful with me? This is something Sora doesn't want me to know. Maybe I'm making a mistake here. Maybe I'm just too soft. But in the end, I decide not to press her for answers. I'm still worried, but for now, I'll respect Sora's feelings. Just for now.
Ittekimasu.
いってらっしゃい。気をつけろよ。
Huh. Wonder why they're playing the menu music here. Just like yesterday, I see Sora off. She was back to her usual self this morning, but I still found myself asking her again if there really wasn't anything wrong. Needless to say, she just brushed me off. I know she's worked up over something, but I'm still hesitant to push her on it. We're in such a complicated mess here that I can't afford to act rashly. But is it really being rash if all I'm doing is worrying about Sora? Would that really be putting things at risk? It's clear now why Sophie has been so selective with what information she tells us. The burden of knowledge can be a terrible thing. We end up paralyzed by our thoughts. We become too cautious, hesitating when we should be taking action. Man, what am I gonna do? I head back to the living room and sit down on my bed. For now, I should just focus on what I need to do. For whatever reason, my petrification has been healing more rapidly recently, and now my wrist and ankle are free. Meaning I can finally take what's left of these pants off. The only spot remaining is my petrified shoe. Maybe the petrification healed faster because I slept all day yesterday? I'm not sure. But if I'm lucky, I'll be fully healed by tomorrow. I'll probably only need to call Mom once or twice more. I should be able to convince her not to come. I pick up my phone and call home.
Moshi, 新見です。
ああ、母さん。かけるです。
ちょっとなんで名前言うのよ。人のネタ潰さないでよね。
母さんのネタしつこいんだよ。悪いけど、今日も学校に電話しといてくれるかな。
あんたまだ具合悪いの？
多分今日で治ると思う。
早く直しなさいよ。というか、そう。あなた言いなさいよ。
何を？
なんで彼女できたこと黙ってたの？
What, now they think Haruka is his girlfriend?
はあ？彼女？
昨日来たわよ。うちに。お見舞いにって。
うちって、そっちに？てか、誰が？
だから彼女よ。あんたの。
いやいや、いないし、彼女なんて。
なんでそんな嘘つくの？
いや、本当にいねえし。
でも来たのよ、昨日。
名前は？
名前なんだったかしらね。聞いたんだけど。
誰だよ。なんか怖いな。
Damn. There's no way it was Cujo. She has no reason to visit my parents' house, and she doesn't even know where it is. The same reasoning rules out Kosaka-senpai and Yuki. Ghost? No. If she was back, Sophie would have told me. I can't think of anyone else it might be. Anyone who'd come to my parents' house and call herself my girlfriend has to be a stalker. Gives me the creeps.
名前は思い出せないんだけど、 あ、ほら髪の毛こうね、こうしてるの。
いや見えないし、こうじゃわかんないし。
なんだか印象の薄い子だったわね。思い出せないわ。結んでたのよ、後ろ。横で？
A side ponytail? Wait, who has a side ponytail? Wait, Sora?
結んでる？
そう、多分きっと。
何時頃来たの？
何時かは忘れたけど、暗くなる前？
暗くなる前って。
Oh, well then.
空もいたでしょ。
ん？誰？
空だよ。
ああ、そう、ソラちゃんよ、名前。
Bro, what the fuck?
は？
あんたの彼女、ソラちゃんよ。そうだったはず、多分。
いや、何言ってんの？その冗談は無理があるでしょ。
そっちこそ何言ってんのよ。可愛い彼女ね。印象薄いけど、いつから付き合ってるの？
本気で言ってる？
あら、本当に彼女じゃないの？ストーカー？
彼女でもストーカーでもない。
じゃあ何よ。
妹だよ。
ああ、そう、お兄ちゃんって言ってた。あなた彼女になんて呼ばせてるの？変な趣味ね。
Bro, what the fuck is going on, dude?
いや、いいよ。学校に連絡お願いね。
Oh shit, wait a second. Oh my god, maybe Sora's power is getting so out of control that now, like, people are forgetting who she is.
はいはい。彼女のことちゃんと聞かせなさいよ。
いつかね。
I hang up and throw my phone onto the bed.
ソフィー。ソフィー！
I call out to her. Though it only takes her a few seconds to appear, it feels like ages. By the time she arrives, I'm at my wit's end.
なーに？切羽詰まった顔ね。
非常事態だ。
簡潔に話して。
母さんが空のことを忘れてる。
確かなの？
演技とは思えなかった。
そう。確かに非常事態ね。
存在が消えると記憶も消えるだったよな。
ええ。
ゴーストじゃなく空にもその現象が起こっている。なぜだ？
Sophie doesn't respond, but I already know the answer. There's only one thing this could mean.
空の力が暴走してるってことだよな。
目に見える力じゃないから気づくのが遅れたわね。対抗力の弱い人間をそばに置いておくべきだった。 もっとも気づいてもすぐには対処できないけれど。
霊薬ってやつすぐに用意できないのか？
無理よ、あと数日はかかる。
ストックとかないのかよ、前に使ったやつ。
前って1000年近く前のことよ。ないわよストックなんて。
くそ。
アンブロシアが完成するまで空のことを認識し続ける。あなたにできることはそれだけよ。
それだけって。
But as I'm shouting that, I come to a realization. Sophie suggested keeping people with low impedance, in other words, people who aren't users, around Sora to see if her artifact was going haywire. Mom's already completely forgotten about Sora. In that case, what about Sora's classmates?
空は今どこにいる？
少し待って。
Sophie lands on the table and freezes. This is probably a weird way of explaining it, but it looks like all the power went out of her, like a soul leaving its vessel. She remains like that for a few moments.
お待たせ。
Sophie's body once again fills with life.
学校には向かっていないわね。いつもの道からそれている。
どこに向かっている？
わからないわよそんなの。土地勘がないんだもの。
通学路からどっちに向かったかだけ教えてくれ。
東。
東って言うと駅の逆方向か。なら。
I get up and pull my shirt off.
そんな体で出かけるの？
ほっとけない。
石になった部分は隠しなさいよ。
分かってる。
I put on a long-sleeved shirt and stretch the cuffs out. And while it looks weird, I put a glove onto my right hand. As for my right foot, only one way to do this.
雑ね。
Sophie sighs as she watches me wrap my petrified shoe in packing tape. Fuck off. I don't have time to worry about how I look. Once I'm done, I toss aside the roll of tape and get to my feet. I need to find Sora as fast as possible.
空を追い続けてくれ。
してるわよ。北に進路を変えた。
分かった。ありがとう。
I stuff my left foot into a shoe and dash out the door. Sophie follows after me. I'm running as fast as I can, but my petrified foot seriously holds me back. Damn it, you can't even call this running. Fuck. Even though my ankle is free, the lack of feeling in my foot makes it hard to keep my balance. Worse, I can't risk putting too much pressure on the petrified foot. And no, this isn't the time to be worrying about myself.
焦る必要はないわよ。すぐにあなたの記憶が消えることはないわよ。多分ね。
そうだったとしても、妹が大変な状況なんだ。焦る理由は十分だろ。
あら、素敵なお兄さんね。空の監視に集中する。しばらく反応できないわよ。
頼む。
I watch Sophie vanish into her portal, then resume walking. I have an idea of where Sora might be headed. I go straight there. However, when I reach the shrine, she's nowhere to be seen. Judging by the direction she went, I thought for sure she was headed here. And now that I think about it, being forgotten by her friends and family must have been a huge shock to her. There's no way she'd willingly go anywhere she might run into one of them. She's not here, so where is she?
公園よ。
Just then, Sophie rematerializes.
今ベンチに座った。また移動しないうちに捕まえた方がいいわよ。
ありがとう。
I start running and Sophie disappears again. It'd be nice if she could stick around to guide me, but now's not the time to be asking for more favors. More importantly, I need to hurry. I arrive at the park gasping for breath and scan the area. There's a group of small kids, their mothers watching over them. Makes sense. At this time, only parents with kids too young to be at school would be at a park, which is why anyone wearing a school uniform would stick out like a sore thumb. The parents keep glancing nervously in a particular direction, and that's where I head. I find Sora huddled up on a bench and plop down on the seat next to her.
こんなところでぼーっとしてると補導されるぞ。
Sora looks up, puzzled. The moment she sees it's me, she forces out a smile. But it's so stiff it hurts to look at.
やべえ。見つかっちゃった。なんか今日学校行く気しなくてさ。サボろうかと。
Her voice grows quieter and quieter before trailing off. She's realized I know. That's why I'm here after all. Her smile crumbles. She hangs her head, looking down at the ground with teary eyes. Finally, she starts to talk. She explains what's happening to her.
昨日学校に行ったらみんなに変な顔されて。でも友達は普通に接してくれたから、その時はまだ気づいてなくて。でもお昼になったら一瞬誰って顔されて、冗談かなって思ったけど、そうじゃなかった。放課後になったら私はみんなにとって知らない人になってた。やっと私の力のせいだって気がついた。
Her trembling voice grinds to a halt. Silence. But I know Sora's not done talking yet. I quietly wait for her to continue. I'll sit here until she can work up the courage to say what happened next.
もしかしてって思って家に帰ってみた。お母さんも私のことわからなくなってた。お兄ちゃんにも忘れられちゃったらって思ったら怖かった。でも覚えててくれて嬉しかった。すごくほっとした。
Finally, Sora turns to face me. Her eyes are filled with grief.
ねえ、私どうなっちゃったの？力なんて使ってないよ。なのになんでみんなから私が消えちゃってるの？お兄ちゃんの記憶からももうすぐ消えちゃうの？
Damn, this is starting to feel like a visual novel from Key.
やだよ。そんなのやだよ。
Words are cheap. I've always believed that actions are how you really show your sincerity. But there's a time for words as well. And I think right now is one of those times. I reach out and pat Sora on the head. I swear to you, Sora, I won't let this become a lie.
俺は空のことを忘れないよ。帰ろう。うちに。
Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna take a real brief break here. Okay, I am back. The moment we return home, Sora falls fast asleep. I explained about the medicines Sophie was making, and she looked incredibly relieved. She probably didn't sleep a wink last night. No wonder she conked out the moment we got back. I can't imagine the pain she went through, discovering that her friends and even her parents had forgotten all about her. It's incomprehensible. Damn.
かける
Sophie calls out to me. I turn around and see her floating in the kitchen. I guess whatever this is about, she doesn't want Sora to overhear. I get up and hobble over.
空の様子は？
相当動揺してる。力の制御ができないみたいだ。
そうでしょうね。経験上これから一気に崩れるわよ。もう猶予はあまりないわね。
For a second, it feels like my heart stopped. We're running out of time. I have to do something before it's too late.
薬はいつできるんだ？
あと2、3日ってところね。
2、3日。
急がせてはいるけれどどうにもならないわ。こればっかりは。
何か他にないのか？応急処置とか。
本人の気の持ちよう、強い意志、それだけよ。だからこそ心が折れれば症状が一気に悪化する。
持つのか？3日も。
あなた次第。
俺にできることがあるんだな。
あるわよ。あなたにしかできないことが。もちろん。
教えてくれ。
特別なことじゃないわ。あなたが空の拠り所になっているのは間違いない。だから今まで通りいいお兄さんでいてあげればいいのよ。支えてあげなさい。空が元気を取り戻せば1週間でも2週間でも持つわよ。あくまでもこのままじゃダメってだけ。
そうか。2週間。よかった。
でも
Sophie adds sternly as I breathe a sigh of relief.
安心するのは早いわよ。情緒不安定な人間を支えるのはとても難しい。話が支離滅裂になって会話自体が成立しなくなることだってある。逆に感情が乏しくなって外的刺激に全く反応を示さなくなることもある。気をつけなさい。空の心が折れれば消えてしまいたいとでも願ってしまったら、きっとあなたも空を忘れる。十二分に気をつけなさい。いつも叩いている憎まれ口、冗談のつもりでもそれだけでぽっきりいっちゃうかもしれないから。
わかった。ありがとう。気をつける。
あなた存外素直なのよね。本当に気をつけなさいね。時には嘘も必要よ。素直なだけじゃダメ。
ああ、わかった。
何かあったらすぐに呼びなさい。今回だけは怒らないであげるわ。もっとも力になれるかはわからないけれど。
わかった。ありがとう。
After I thank her, Sophie disappears. So everything is riding on Sora's feelings, and on whether or not I can support her. When Sophie was telling me all that stuff about how I was a singularity, I didn't really get it. But now I'm painfully aware of what she meant. I have to weigh every action carefully, because even the smallest misstep could tear Sora away from me. I head back to the living room and sit down next to my bed. Still fast asleep. From the looks of it, she didn't hear our conversation. There isn't much I can do for Sora. Just a couple things, really. Above all, keep my promise to her and stay here beside her. until she's finally free from the artifact's curse. The sun goes down and day turns to night. When Sora woke up, she tried to act like her usual cheerful self, but she kept spacing out. It's obvious she's still feeling down. She didn't have much of an appetite either. She hardly ate anything for lunch or dinner. I wanted to do something for her, so I thought about calling over Kujo, Yuki, and Kosaka-senpai, since they likely still remember her, but I decided against it in the end. I settled for telling just Kujo about everything that's happened to Sora. She seemed truly worried, but I've got a nagging fear. The day after I was attacked by Ghost, I explained what happened to Kujo and Yuki. Back then, Kujo looked like she was having trouble putting her thoughts into words, and she trailed off more than once. She said she was just spacing out, and I'm pretty sure that right after was when she said that we'd be fine for a little while, since Sora had erased Ghost with her powers. I was only dimly aware of it at the time, but the timing of Kujo's pauses left an impression on me. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but what if Kujo was already starting to lose her memories of Sora? That would explain why she looked a little confused every time I mentioned her. I might be reading too much into it, but I can't deny the possibility. And if that's true, then I can't possibly let Kujo, Yuki, or Kosaka-senpai see Sora right now. What if they start forgetting Sora while they're talking to her? If they ask her who she is in the middle of a conversation, Sora might completely break down. I'm not confident I can support her through that. I can't afford to take any risks right now. Every decision matters. I've got to make the right one. I look up from the monitor and turn to Sora. She's lying on the bed playing with her phone. To be honest, I wasn't paying any attention at all to what I was watching. Turns out that not only have the credits rolled, I've even gotten the recommended for you pop-up with a bunch of similar looking stuff.
ああ、まあまあ。
嘘、見てなかったでしょ。
バレたか。
考え事？
まあな。
当てようか。私のことでしょ。
正解。
For some reason, that elicits a smile out of her as she rolls over to my side.
嬉しい。
何が？
お兄ちゃんが私のこと考えてくれて。
そりゃ考えるだろう。非常事態だし。
頭の中が私でいっぱいになってるのが嬉しい。ドキッとした。
I'm about to say like hell, but I catch myself. Man, it feels weird having to watch what I say around Sora. Our usual pattern won't work. What do I even say? Sora snickers and gently pats my head. Guess she figured me out already.
いつも通りにしてよね。調子狂っちゃう。心配してもらえるのは嬉しいけどね。
今は優しいお兄ちゃんキャンペーン中なんだよ。甘えとけ。
どこまで甘えていいの？
常識の範囲内で。
じゃあ。
Sora draws even closer and wraps her arms around me.
ね
あ
キスして。
は
Sora says nothing more. Her warm breath tickles my ear. Something's different. Normally, Sora wouldn't be able to keep a straight face saying something like that. And that wasn't her normal joking tone. Emotional instability, confusion. Sophie's warning flashes through the back of my mind. Don't tell me Sora's serious. Holy shit.
おい、ソラ。
She brings her lips closer, her breath tickling my cheek.
ソラ。ソラ。
Her face is millimeters from mine now. Just before her lips touch my cheek. She smiles impishly and pulls away.
お兄ちゃん、こういうのはうまく返せないんだね。
Sheesh. She was just teasing me. God, I can't believe I seriously thought she was coming on to me. I blush and look away.
だっせー、さすが童貞。
うるせえよ。お前だって少女だろ。
そうですよ。お兄ちゃんのために取ってあるの。
Bro. Bro. I don't care if she's joking or not. This is just fucked up, dude.
お前な。
超だっせー、動揺してる。
してねえよ、アホ。
してるじゃん。ドキドキしてるでしょ。
してない。
私はしてるよ。わあ、マジか。こんなに効くとは。
うるせえ。もう寝ろ。
まだ眠くないもん。
俺は眠い。眠くなくても寝ろ。
寝るのが怖い。
約束したろ。起きたらちゃんとおはようってお前に言うよ。いつも通り。心配ないからしっかり眠れ。今日は疲れたろ。
お兄ちゃん。
あ
大好き。
もう照れないぞ。
今のは冗談じゃないよ。
Sora hugs me from behind again and rests her forehead against me. We stay like that for a while, until finally Sora gets off the bed.
歯磨いてくる。
ああ。
Sora walks into the bathroom and closes the door behind her. I love you, Oni-chan. Sora used to say that a dozen times a day when we were kids. It always made me happy, and back then I'd always reply with an I love you too. But around the time I started middle school, when Sora was close to graduating elementary, I started getting embarrassed, so I told her to knock it off. After that, she started telling me she loved me less and less, started acting less clingy too. Nowadays we banter all the time, always trying to take each other down a peg. We hardly ever say something so sappy to each other. The fact that Sora has started reverting to her younger self, the fact that she's exclusively calling me Oni-chan now, is not a good omen. I have to protect her. As Sora's older brother, I need to support her. It's why I'm here. I reaffirm my resolve. I spend a little while reminiscing about the old days together. In kindergarten and elementary school, Sora was so attached to me that she tried to follow me to my classes. The night before my field trip, she threw a tantrum because she wanted to go with me. The next morning, she sobbed the whole time she was seeing me off. It was only around the time she started high school that she stopped being quite so needy, and we built up our new rapport of teasing each other. She blossomed as a person. She opened up more, started smiling and yelling both around other people. Of course, she's still a little spoiled. Even now she's got me wrapped around her little finger. No matter what kind of crazy stunts Sora pulled, I was always the one Mom and Dad yelled at. She's still got a habit of being quick to apologize, and then just as quick to forget what got her into hot water in the first place. Despite that, it's only with her family that she'll repeat her mistakes. Surprisingly, when she's with her friends, she has her act together. I know. I've seen her out there at sports festivals, cultural festivals, you name it. In elementary and middle school, all of her classmates and friends really relied on her. In fact, I'm honestly kind of amazed how different she is when she's with her friends than when she's with her family. Good. I still remember it all. I haven't forgotten anything. I won't ever let myself forget that I'm Sora's older brother.
Moshi, 母さん。
セーブ画面だよ。セーブするよ。セーブしたよ。
Alright, I think I am gonna go ahead and call it a night. So I will be, I should be back again tomorrow night. I do have, a meeting for work that I actually have to do tomorrow evening. But I don't think it'll last so long that I won't be able to stream, so I should still be able to do a stream tomorrow night. So I think we'll go back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again tomorrow. So yeah, see you then. Have a good night.